You just have to stay alive for a few things. Stay alive, keep thriving, uh, keep being healthy, or just keep living. I don't know how y'all live. I know how I live. I live as healthy as I want to, but I don't want to take the fun out of things. I don't want to take the fun out of things when it comes to my food. I want my food to taste good and to be fun. I'm not going to say that I'm going to eat hot dogs, hamburgers, all that greasy stuff all day, but when there is that dessert that's on the menu, I just worked hard at work. I'm working outside. I'm getting money for the house, paying these bills, creating content consistently. I have to enjoy myself. I don't know if I was going to make this a think pieces and conversations thing, but lately, I know in the beginning I said you just have to stay alive. You listen, when these particular video games that I'm excited about comes out, Gears E-Day and Marvel Tokon, as you can see, this channel is probably gonna primarily be those two games for quite a minute. I'm feeling like a kid again. I'm feeling like I found the fountain of youth. I'm feeling like a kid again, bro. Like, lately I've just been getting rid of the parasites in my life, whether it's, inside my body using dewormers, adding certain supplements to my workout, certain major supplements. I already had creatine in there. I already had collagen peptides in there. I already had these things, and then I added one more thing. I added amino acids, and things changed. I'm making the right steps in my life, mentally, career wise, future wise, with the content space, with the empire that I'm creating, with my name. These times that I'm having right now makes me feel like I'm getting younger. It makes me feel like, damn, the age that I'm at, I'm just tapping on the iceberg. If I live right, if I keep the things that when I was in my childhood, these things were the things that were one of the sources of happiness that I had as a kid. That was video games. That was the adventure. That was the competition. That was that feeling of, it don't matter how this day goes. When I get home, I can just turn the game on and enjoy it. Time travel. Did you notice that when you're having fun, not even just in a video game, when you're having fun, you're not just having fun and time goes by. You're time traveling. You're having so much fun that you don't feel the time. If you don't feel the time, that means in my brain that you are moving in a different dimension. Your mind is moving in a different dimension, because it is having fun. It's focused on the game. It's whatever that is that the body is doing to make you not perceive that time has passed quite a bit, right? There were certain games that I played as a kid. Now it's very hard to play all them ridiculous hours we were playing. But as a kid, when we found, for example, Def Jam Fight for New York, when we did that one, when we eventually got to that game, it was days of us playing this game, and time would just escape us for hours. Hours and hours time would escape. We didn't care. This is what we loved. We loved that. I'm feeling like I am aging backwards to bring this all in full circle now. With these games that are coming out, right? Gears E-Day and Marvel Tokon with, let me remind you, there is 1 day left as of this recording. 1 day left as of this recording that Gears E-Day's multiplayer beta trailer drops. I'm gonna say that again. Gears E-Day's multiplayer beta drops. The trailer for that, right? A lot of people are excited. It's actually coming out early. It's coming out very early. 9 a.m. Eastern time is coming out. Right? I'm on the East, so that's really all I care about. If you live in the West, I think it's 6 a.m. But there's gonna be a flood of new footage. There's gonna be a flood of the thing that is adding to my newfound youth, right? Your hobby gets the special sauce that made you fall in love with the hobby. Certain games brought that. The Gears of War franchise has brought that. So Gears of War E-Day drops the multiplayer beta trailer, which I will be reviewing. That drops top of the morning. All the content creators that are online right now, they've been invited to go to or play the game. I don't know if they went somewhere to play the game. I don't know. I don't know if a couple guys, Animal Zero, the Butte, Shadows, I don't know if they had to fly, take a flight, go to a building and play. What I do know is that those folks that were sent an E-Day invite, which every single one of them damn near deserved every part of that. I'm not a hater. Y'all deserve that. I just stepped into the content creation space. I really just stepped into the video game content creation space this hard this year. Even though I had previous streams before, this is the time where I'm pressing the button. I'm going kind of all in, pretty much all in. I'm going all in on talking about things that I'm interested in. Gears E-Day is one of those things. A lot of questions are going to be answered tomorrow. There is a lot of questions that will be answered tomorrow when this game drops. How is the movement? How is the shotgun? How much damage the shotgun does? How much this gun does? What does this new attachment does? Who are the characters they're playing? How dope does the movement look? How fast does it look? Okay. How much stuff we don't like? What is that gonna look like? Right? What is that gonna look like? Are we gonna be shown something that is gonna blow our minds, even though we got spoiled by the leaks last week, 2 weeks ago? I think it was last week. Time goes by slow now because I'm just working. It goes by fast and slow. But the multiplayer beta drops, and I got high hopes for this game. I really do. I hope that they do the launch correctly. Marvel Tokon didn't get that launch right. They did the beta, and the beta, you know that whatever happened, but they are fixing it. This game decides to put out, Gears E-Day I'm talking about, decides to put out a August 6th beta, a closed beta, where it's not just gonna exclude one like what Tokon did, right? We're not gonna make that mistake. We're gonna, the PC, they got it. The Xbox, they got it. right? And then there's going to be an open beta after that. That has to launch properly, because that's going to show if they've been doing everything right when it came to the net code, when it came to the balancing, when it came to all the things that are important for the Gears of War E-Day multiplayer. They have to make sure all those things are correct. If they got it right the first time, you play the beta and things is right the first time, whew, you got the hot hand. You like, all right, we can focus on other things now before release. But closed betas means that even you yourself as the developer, you have questions about how things actually work when the public touches it. I assume, right? You have the thoughts, you have the doubt, even if the doubt is small. I think the people that are creating this game, the coalition, there is an excitement that they're on, that they have, because I think that they know that they have something special. So I can't even say that they have doubt, but you can't feel like you're super duper confident without a beta of some sort, an alpha of some sort. The people gotta touch it. The people gotta see what's going on. You gotta know what's going on. You gotta gather information. That grand opening day is extremely important for everybody, for Tokon, for Gears E-Day, for every AAA platform that makes video games. I would say the smaller ones too, but there is a lot more on the line when you're AAA. If games don't go well, the company sees that you're not making money and it becomes ruthless. Yo, we're closing your studio down. Yo, we're putting you under this other company. Yo, we're gonna downgrade you in some type of way. The budget's lower. This shit ain't going your way. Gears of War, with spending 400 million of the alleged dollars for this budget, they cannot afford the grand opening to be anything less than flawless. Maybe with a hiccup or two. Shit, the best thing that the fans or the people that's playing the actual game can say is, yo, the weapons are broken. Something with the weapons. The weapons are too good. This weapon is too good. If they saying things aren't working the way they supposed to, that's ill. You don't want that. You don't want to end up like what Tokon did, even though they're going to fix it and do whatever they do. They're going to completely take over the FGC. Right? This is a hot take, but this is a 4D prediction, a 5D prediction. I see it. I see the vision. I see it right there. Gears E-Day, I'm going to acknowledge the vision, and the vision will be fermented in my brain once I play the game on August 6th and I get a lot of confirmations. I'm having fun. I am time traveling. Like I was talking about earlier, when you're having fun. When you're having fun, you're literally time traveling. You're just not feeling each and every second of it because your mind isn't locked in on time. Your mind is locked in on this game, having fun. Focus. I think focus is what makes humans time travel while being present all at the same time. It's not that the person outside of them is experiencing time travel. This is a self time traveling thing for the mind. The mind is focused on the game. You're having fun. Time flies by faster. This is a phenomenon that I think could be scientifically proven. We feel it. We see it. This is firsthand experience that we all have when we're having fun. The Gears of War is going to tell me, yo, yeah, all right, I understand what's going on. This is the one. I didn't play the other Marvel Tokon betas. The first beta, the second beta, I did not play those. Right? I didn't play them. What I did was watch. I didn't like what I was seeing. I didn't even want to play it. I was like, I got my PS5 in the closet collecting dust. I got my PS5 in the closet collecting dust. Do I want to pull this PlayStation 5 out the damn closet and play this shit? No, it looked garbage. It looked trash. Right? Marvel Tokon Beta 1 and 2 looked garbage. I was like, yo, man, I still do want to play though, but I'm not about to pull out this PS5. I'm going to wait for y'all to pull out the PC version. Boom, I waited. It happens. I love it. I love it. Right? Gears E-Day, the things and the leaks that I've seen, I actually really like what I'm seeing. But I noticed that there is definitely a casual aspect, a casual speed, I'm gonna say, that's been added, which is fine because it looks a lot more fluid. Gears 5 looked jittery. Gears 5 looked too hardcore. You have to, I guess, some of the $400 million that they spent, you had to add more fluidity into the movement and not the jitteriness and skipping frames like a wall bounce did, a roadie strafe doing. These things changed. These things were a couple frames. You add frames, everything looks smooth. Those are added frames, because when you add frames, things are slower. You see what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about, man. Like, I don't even know what to title this. I guess I could title this "The Fountain of Youth." I feel like a kid again. What a time to be alive. I don't know, but it is a hell of a time to be alive, though. Hell of a time to be alive. Make sure y'all stay blessed. Make sure y'all stay healthy. Do what you gotta do. Prepare yourself, man. Eat right, sleep well. Get rid of your parasites. I'm out of here.